Wow. So we're at a government shutdown right now. Think about this shit. It's about close to 1 million people that are working for free. Now the government says that they're going to pay these people, back pay or whatever have you, but you can't guarantee, the government can't guarantee that they're going to pay anyone back. They can't. We all know that the government is a bunch of motherfucking white people. And most of the time, when white people get together, when a large amount of wealthy white people get together, they make decisions that's not in the best interests of the middle class and low class. Facts. So who's to say that TSA worker that's going to work every day is going to get his money? And just think about it. These people are working for free. They're getting paychecks, but on the paycheck it says $0.00. These motherfuckers have to go to, pantries and shit in order to get food for their children. They gotta borrow money from people. They gotta beg their landlord to not evict them. This shit is horrible. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. This is what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket. This is what happens when you work a 9 to 5. This is what happens when you have to rely on other people to pay for your lifestyle. Period. And something simple as entrepreneurship can solve a lot of your problems. You see, I'm not telling you to quit your job. You can continue to do that, but always have other forms of money, other ways of making money. Have you a side job or a hustle in order that if something happens to your job, you can still get out there and pay your fucking bills. But it's a shame what's going on with all of these people that work for the government. It's not getting paid. But this should be an example for the black community to get up off their ass and become entrepreneurs. You see, at one point in time, you all could say there's no stability into that. You get your job, that's stability. Nowadays, even having a job, a permanent job, there's no stability in that. There's no guarantee that you're going to work the next day. You could be laid off. You could be fired. Period. So it's wise for you as an individual to come up with something that you can sell, a product that you can sell, that you feel as though that people may need, want, or need. And make money off of that. And there are so many different ways that you can make money nowadays. Or in other words, it's so many different ways where you can have a platform to set up your product in order for it to be sold. I mean, eBay is one of them, Amazon, and the list goes on. You could build your own website. Set up a PayPal account and link it to your website. Shit, if you can't afford to build a website, they have Wix.com where you could fucking build a website for free and link your PayPal account up to that. And for those that may say, well, nigga, how do you know? I've done it. I've had my own website at one point in time that I had built for $500 years back. And then I said, well, fuck it, I'm gonna get a Wix account and link my PayPal up to that. I didn't pay for shit and was making money off of oils and incense and selling my books. There's eBay, where it's some simple shit. Like nigga, you I know you got shit around the house that you can get rid of. This is shit that I've done my own self. You got some sneakers, pair of sneakers that you're not wearing, but they still fresh and brand new. Throw them shits on eBay. Get you a motherfucker, get your fucking your cell phone, take pictures of that shit, take different angles and shit like that. Right in the description box, yo, brand new, only wore them once. I'm selling them for $45. Shit, you can even auction your sneakers or whatever fucking product that you have on eBay. There's no excuse nowadays. There's no excuse far as being broke. Because there's several ways of making money. Hell, shit, you may have some old fucking clothes. Let's just say you a fucking lazy motherfucker and you don't want to motherfucking do all the rest of that shit that I just told you to do. But you got a bunch of clothes and shit like that laying around. They got fucking places like Once Upon a Child, Kid to Kid. For the adults, they have oh shit, what the fuck is it called? Uptown Cheapskates, and the other one, I forgot the name of that shit. They got places where they'll buy your old clothes. And it's just that plain and simple. There's no reason for blacks, specifically blacks, to be broke. You can be your own boss. Literally. All you have to do is apply this. Brain power. Shit that everybody has. Yeah, true indeed. I'm not going to lie. It's hard. Pause. It's hard to be an entrepreneur. You have your ups and downs. Sometimes you make a lot of money. Sometimes you make no money. But you got to be in it to win it. Just think about it. Think about this. What are you going to pass down to your children? What? A job? A job. Or some kind words. Like, it's no disrespect. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I apologize for what I'm about to say. I don't mean to put our business out there like that, but I got to put the people, I got to tell people, I got to put them on to the game. But what are you going to tell your children? Some shit like my mom's told me. She said, boy, you can be anything you want to be. You could do anything you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. And it sounded good when she said it. But wouldn't it have been better if she showed me how to do whatever she felt that I could do? I mean, if she had just dug a little deeper and said, son, what do you want to do? Well, you know, Mom, I was thinking about being an artist. Okay, son, I'm going to get you some paintbrushes. I'm going to get you some paper. I'm going to get you an easel. I'm going to get you all of the things that you need in order to be an artist. In other words, I'm going to invest in you. How many of you all out there that are parents have invested in your children instead of that fucking job? Because I hear you all at the cookouts every fucking summer. Yeah, you know, got your chest out. Well, you know, we made $2 million, our company. We made $2 million in 6 months. Okay, that's cool. And I'm always the asshole to be on some shit like, and how much did you get out of it? Because I do recall that you do get paid hourly. Yeah, I'm the asshole. I'm the motherfucker that you don't want to invite to the cookouts. Because I'm going to be an asshole. You want to stick your chest out like you all this and all that. Knowing that you ain't part of the company like that. You just a worker bee, nigga. Period. And here I am, trying to get you to be your own fucking boss. Now let me get to the robots. See, it used to be one time, way back, when I was young, where they needed human beings to do particular jobs. Now we're in the 21st century, and robots are taking over your jobs. In the near future, they will have unmanned trucks. So all you truck drivers, your job is in jeopardy. In the near future, they'll have unmanned cars. So all you Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, Uber Eats, Dine Dash, your jobs are in jeopardy. They just opened up, if I'm not mistaken, Amazon just opened up a grocery store in Seattle where there are no cashiers, no baggers. You walk in, you purchase your own food, you go to the self-checkout, boom, you're out. No cashiers, no work, no human beings in the grocery store. Amazon, first grocery store in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. Google it. Y'all Google every damn thing else. Human beings are not making cars anymore. Robots are. So if you think that your job is intact, you think that your boss how can I put it, faithful to you, dedicated to you, you're sadly mistaken. You want to know why? Because a robot doesn't require health care. A robot doesn't require 10-minute breaks, hour-long lunches. Robots don't require holidays off. Robots don't have to get a check. Bosses don't have to interview robots. Robots don't need a resume. Robots don't, they surpass human rights. Meaning that, a average human has to works for 8 hours, and they have to, by law, take a certain amount of breaks, lunch, etc. A robot can work 15 times faster than you. And you think that your boss is going to keep your black ass? You're sadly mistaken. I continue to tell you all about transhumanism, technological singularity. And y'all just like, man, whatever. I don't know what that nigga talking about. This is part of it. IBM built a computer called Watson. He has AI, artificial intelligence. These computers, or this computer is not reading binary codes, 01010. He is comprehending. He is reading, thinking like a human being. Robots are getting smarter and smarter and smarter every day. And it's gotten to the point where they're, not slowly but surely, they're fastly, if that's a word, fastly and surely taking our jobs. Specifically, the minorities. Because you really don't need but so much in education in order to drive a forklift. And they do have unmanned forklifts as well. Your niggas need to wake up. This ain't the day and the time. You need to get on your motherfucking grind. And it's just that plain and simple. Yeah, true indeed. You know, I'm in a situation where I'm trying to figure out what I actually want to do. I mean, I want to write books and I want to do the things that I like or enjoy doing as a creative person. But at the same time, those things right now are not going to take me to the next level. What's going to take me to the next level is this day and time, convenience. If you can come up with a product that will make the average human being's life more convenient, you'll be a millionaire in no time. Period. Other than that, if you don't motherfucking want to do the entrepreneurship shit, just sit back and watch robots take over your fucking job. And then you'll be waiting in line, receiving your EBT, living in the projects, and sooner or later that shit'll be cut too. Because now certain states are requiring those that live in Section 8, living under Section 8, to have some type of job. And if you don't, you get no fucking funds. That plain and simple. If you want to live your life where you don't know what's going to happen the next day, continue doing what you're doing. Plain and simple. If you want to pass down to your children debt, continue doing what you're doing. If you want to pass down to your children an application for a job, continue to do what you're doing. It's no disrespect. I apologize to my parents. But I gotta say it. I gotta put my people on game. My father, he gave me an application for MTA. I mean, shit, in New York, that's a big thing. To drive the bus, drive transit, drive fucking the trains, sweeping trains. I mean, that's some bread. I fill out the application. A couple months later, I took the test. Didn't even study for the shit. Took the test and shit. It was for cleaning up, you know, sweeping subways and trains and shit like that. Took the test and everything. They called me back. I was like, man, shit, this happened years ago. I was out there hustling, making money, and I was telling my father the amount of money I was making just selling oils, incense. I ain't gonna lie, back in the days, I was selling bootleg movies and all the rest of that shit. Yeah, true indeed, you wanna hit me in the head and say, oh, nigga, you was a bootleg man, but yeah, I was. But at the same time, nigga, I was taking care of 2 households, had a nice car, was taking trips, all types of shit, off of bootleg movies, CDs, oils, and incense. And I was telling my father how much I was making, and I was like, man, I can't, what the fuck I look like working now? And he was like, damn, nigga, you make just as much as I do, if not more. I was like, yeah, man, you know, But I mean, he gave it to me because he gave me the application, and I know he meant well. But my point that I'm making is, that's all he could give to me. He didn't have a business of his own that he could pass down so that I wouldn't have to work for MTA or anyone at that. So at the end of the day, maybe you don't want to do the eBay, the Amazon, selling clothes and selling this and coming up with a product and doing blah, 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 supply, demand, and all the rest of that shit. Maybe you're not into the business world and shit like that. You just want to clock in at 9 and clock out at 5. I understand that. But at least give your children the opportunity to make a choice. I ask my children all the time, do you want to own a building or work in one? Because there's a big difference. Owning a building is when you are your own boss. What you say goes. Working in a building is when you have to answer to someone. And whatever your boss tells you to do, that's what you have to do. There's a big difference. And whatever decision that you make, that's going to dictate your life. Whether you want to be an entrepreneur or whether you want to be a worker bee. Period. And that's crazy. That's crazy how when you work for someone, they'll tell you just about how much you're getting. Excuse me, I take that back. They'll tell you how much you're getting an hour. And within that amount, you have to be able to cut that money up in order to pay your bills. And most of the time, what you're getting is not enough to live. Especially if you live in fucking expensive places like Atlanta, New York, Miami, Los Angeles, Houston, Dallas, Chicago. These major fucking cities. So what has to happen is you have to. There's no choice. You don't have any choice anymore. You see, in the 90s, we had a choice. In 2019 and on, you don't have a choice. If you don't want to be an entrepreneur, get with someone else that has their own business, that you can be an asset to their business, and y'all work together. Other than that, you're going to be in a fucked up situation in the near future. When your boss tells you, hey, we no longer need you, we're downsizing, and you see a fucking robot walk in and sit at your desk. That's a reality that most of these conscious niggas ain't talking about. That's a reality. We gotta wake up. Because if we don't, we're gonna be fucked. And Allah, Jesus, Haile Selassie, what other ones? Buddha? Should I go on? Dr. York and his fucking Anunnakis and shit? His Nathiru and all these damn aliens and shit that he talk about, none of these niggas are gonna save you. None of them. How many times you gonna get on your motherfucking knees and leave it all in the hands of Jesus before you get your black ass up and make a fucking difference in your goddamn life? Your children see you on your knees as a man, humble, praying to a motherfucking man that your children can't even see. So they saying to themselves, Daddy tripping. This is the reason why your children are so in tune. And look up to the basketball players, the football players, the rappers. Because at least they see success in those people. They can't see success in you. You trying so hard to be your children's role model. And it's simple. Become your own man. Become your own woman. And their attention will be drawn to you. We're living in a new day and time. And it's just the truth. Technological singularity is right around the corner. Robots have artificial intelligence. And eventually, once they take over all the jobs, once they control everything, they're going to turn on us. They're going to look at us as being an enemy. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. My name is Langston 2092.